Continue to track more of this stagnant pattern here heading into the weekend. Just seeing that rinse and repeat forecast of more pop-up storms possible in the afternoon before we will run into a bit of a drier Saturday. Just a very brief pattern change here. We'll see winds switch out of the east, and that's a bit drier air that'll filter in tomorrow to cool or to dry things off. But really seeing this pattern generally hold even for much of next week as well. And certainly seeing that summer heat with us here. We're approaching 90 degrees still. That's consistently what we've been reaching close to for the last few days. And again, still seeing that very low chance for isolated storms this afternoon. Even with that, some clouds accompanying those possible storms, we'll still have our UV index up to a 9 briefly in the early afternoon and generally all weekend long. Still seeing that UV peak at those levels. That can burn you in as little as 20 minutes if you're unprotected. So certainly grab that sunscreen while you're heading outside, and may even need that umbrella here for parts of the afternoon and evening. Again, it's just that slim chance for pop-up storms here we'll see on that future track. Just generally arrives by the mid to late afternoon, where we see scattered storms here and there. About 2 to 4 p.m. that's where that begins to trigger across parts of mid-Missouri. It's just where temperatures get hot enough in the right areas that we'll see those storms, but it's really hit or miss activity that does follow us into the early evening here. But just by sundown, that's where we see activity coming to an end. Doesn't really make it past really the heat of the day there. These storms are really only fueled by that sunshine. And once we head overnight and into early tomorrow, I mentioned we do look a bit drier here for Saturday. Still could see some storms try to push out through southwestern Missouri, but we are generally here more in central Mo, a bit closer to some high pressure. That's going to keep us drier. So expect certainly more dry Saturday, but that summer heat still with us. And that's that pattern again that's with us for much of this next week as well. We'll get temperatures even flirting with those lower 90s here at times heading into early next week. So stay hydrated. Likely actually tomorrow, while we're drier, is the hottest day we've had since last summer. So make sure you grab that water bottle for sure, and we'll continue to see more of those pop-up storms possible into next week.